Imagine a world with no cars, no highways, no engines roaring to life. Now imagine one man daring to change that world. Mercedes-Benz is one of the most iconic and luxurious automotive brands on the planet today, valued at roughly $80 billion. Its cars symbolize engineering excellence, status, and timeless design. But behind that polished three-pointed star lies a story that began not in wealth or power, but in poverty, doubt, and relentless determination. This is the story of Carl Benz, the man who didn't just build a car, he invented the automobile. Carl Benz was born in November of 1844 in the small German town of Mühlberg. His family lived a modest life. His father was a locomotive driver who earned just enough to get by. Tragedy struck early when Carl was only 2 years old. His father passed away, leaving Carl and his mother to survive on very little. Life was hard, but Carl's mother believed fiercely in her son. Even when money was scarce and hunger was common, she made sure Carl received an education. From a young age, it was clear he was different. He showed a natural talent for mechanics and chemistry, and an obsession with how things worked. At just 15 years old, Carl passed the entrance exam for mechanical engineering at the Karlsruhe Polytechnic, an incredible achievement for a boy from such humble beginnings. There, he met Professor Ferdinand Redenbacher, a man who would shape his thinking forever. Redenbacher believed steam power was nearing its end and that internal combustion engines represented the future. That idea lit a fire in Carl Benz. While others were trying to improve horse-drawn carriages or steam-powered machines, Benz became convinced that a completely new type of vehicle was possible. Something lighter, faster, independent of rails or horses. After graduating at 19, Carl spent years bouncing between engineering jobs, struggling to fit in, struggling to make money, but always learning. In 1871, at age 27, he took a leap of faith and started his own mechanical workshop in Mannheim with a partner named August Ritter. It nearly destroyed him. Ritter proved unreliable. Their tools were seized. The business teetered on collapse. But around this time, Carl met the woman who would change everything, Bertha Ringer. Bertha came from a wealthy family, but more importantly, she believed in Carl when no one else did. When Ritter threatened the future of the business, Bertha used her dowry to buy him out completely. Without her, Carl Benz's story would have ended right there. Together, they survived. During this period, Carl made a breakthrough that would change history. The development of a gasoline-powered two-stroke engine in 1879. He patented key automotive components that are still fundamental today: ignition systems, carburetors, spark plugs, clutches, gear shifters, and water cooling. Yet despite the innovation, financial pressure forced Carl to merge with investors. By 1882, he owned just 5% of his own company and had lost control of his ideas. Disillusioned, he walked away. Instead of giving up, Carl started again. He founded Benz and CA with 2 bicycle mechanics and finally had stability. With a steady income and a growing team, he focused entirely on his lifelong dream. In 1885, Carl Benz built what many consider the world's first true automobile, the Benz patent motor wagon. It wasn't a carriage with an engine slapped on. It was built around the engine itself. 3 wheels, a gasoline-powered 4-stroke engine, a top speed of about 7 miles per hour. When Carl drove it publicly in 1886, reactions were mixed. Some were amazed, others were terrified. People accused him of driving a machine from hell. Authorities worried it would explode. Even his business partners doubted anyone would ever want such a thing. But Bertha didn't doubt him. In 1888, without telling Carl, Bertha took the motor wagon and drove 66 miles to visit her mother, the first long-distance automobile journey in history. She fixed breakdowns herself, bought fuel from pharmacies, and proved the car could work in the real world. That single journey changed everything. Orders followed. Benz became the first person in history to sell automobiles commercially. By the 1890s, Benz and CA was the largest automobile manufacturer in the world. But competition was coming. Gottlieb Daimler and Wilhelm Maybach were building faster, more modern vehicles. Their creation, the Mercedes 35 horsepower, looked like the modern car as we know it today. Racing victories made the Mercedes name legendary. Benz resisted racing at first. He feared speed and danger. But eventually, competition forced his hand. When Benz cars entered racing, they shocked the world. The Blitzen-Benz shattered speed records, hitting over 140 miles per hour in 1911, faster than any car, train, or plane on Earth at the time. Two giants now stood side by side. World War I nearly destroyed them both. Economic collapse followed. Survival required cooperation. In 1926, Benz and Daimler merged, creating Daimler-Benz. Their cars would now carry a new name, Mercedes-Benz. Carl Benz lived long enough to see his dream reshape the world. He passed away in 1929 at the age of 84. The decades that followed brought incredible success and dark chapters. During World War II, Mercedes-Benz produced military vehicles and relied heavily on forced labor. Nearly half its workforce consisted of prisoners and civilians working under brutal conditions. After the war, the company was dismantled, bombed, and nearly erased, but it was rebuilt. From ruined factories, Mercedes-Benz rose again. By the 1950s, it returned to racing dominance, global sales, and engineering leadership. Models like the 300 SL, the S-Class, and later generations redefined luxury and performance. Today, Mercedes-Benz stands as one of the most valuable automotive brands on Earth. And it all traces back to a poor engineer who refused to accept the limits of his time. Carl Benz didn't just invent a car, he invented a future.